functioning. Here it is. Okay, so the depth is a little bit incorrect right now. Skycurser should be between the bridges. So I'll fix that. Okay. Oh. Interesting. The depth of the bridge and water are both incorrect. Or not the bridge, but the I think that was odd. Okay, so let's fix the depth engine here. So that Skycurser is between the bridges. And the level 2, we can just put them between the bridges, right? Depth set to 100. So the question is, can I just put this to 99 without any repercussions? I think I can. Let's put it to 95, give it a little bit of leeway there. So the weird thing was that the Y positions were off. And those really shouldn't have been off. So we need to look at those backgrounds and where the Y positions are, or what the heights of those different buildings are. So background 5, 620. That's at 152. The bottom of it is at 152. Height is 240. We set this to 0, 0, 152. And then let's organize these a little bit. They already are. Okay. Background 4. Now this one is set to 127, and that's why they're off. So they got moved up somehow. I don't know if you're still watching, Chris, but they got moved up when you added them. But that shouldn't matter. I should be able to adjust it on my end. I actually think the water, are they supposed to be up? Huh. Well, it's interesting. Why are they up a little bit? Because it's basically just going to go from like having a starting point, you know, at 152 to a starting point at 127, and it's going to look the buildings cover the transition. I don't know if it's going to be that simple. Because I was going to say the mid buildings, I mean, should have covered it right then if that was going to be the case, and they didn't do that. So I'll only move those buildings. I don't think I will. Let me just try this real quick and see if this fixes it. Looking for the controller. Background, level 2. Yeah, I forgot we're in the script, right? So step is here. So when they get generated, these far buildings should have a Y position of 27 or 25. The water should start at the exact same time as the mid-building transition starts, so the water is already there behind the mid-building transition, so there's no gap. I think that means that here's the water. It should be, instead of behind the far buildings, it should be behind the mid buildings, so it matches 4. And yeah, that should help. It's not going to match 4's Y position, but it'll match 4, and when 4 is basically done, it will connect right up to 4. Which is the mid building. Okay, let's just see if this fixes the Y position of the buildings. My guess is about 25 pixels based on my rough estimate there. Ugh.
Mission 2, Freeway Frenzy, go!
Oh yeah, he's between the bridge now. That looks so tight. Okay, let's watch this transition. Transition looks really good, actually. Yeah. Oh, look, I somehow got that off.
Mission complete. Congrats.
Trying to figure out what that was. Because I don't think that was the layer. I don't really think that was the layer that was the transition layer, so I gotta figure that one out real quick. Give me a second. How wide is that layer? Is that right? I didn't touch the water's Y position. Front of the far buildings. Okay, yeah. So that means we gotta adjust the Y position of the water as well. Oh, that means we gotta adjust the depth. So let's adjust the depth. Got it. Let's adjust the depth real quick. And that makes sense because we just moved where it was located, and we had it previously matching the back buildings. But now it should be matching the mid buildings, so let's just move it. There you go. That should be fixed now. What was the other thing though? I saw like something weird happened, and I'm trying to pinpoint that location. If we start at 0, and then so we move that thing up 25 pixels. Zero through 240 should be like starting from the top of the screen moving down. So the fact that we started at 25 should have been fine, unless I left the point of origin not at 0, 0. So let's check that. Yeah, that's right. There's our problem. So this should fix what we just saw, that weird bug that we just saw. Let's try this again.
Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go!
Here we go, moment of truth. Oh yeah, look at that. Haha. Wow. Looks like the
Mission complete.
wow.
Congratulations.
That looked so good. So, question. Well, comment first. Notice the oh, so the back buildings should be basically sitting on top of the water. Is that right? For the transition? Right, I know. I thought that was going to be one of my questions. The comment that I had was, it looks like the seam for when the water connects. Let me think about this. The seam for when the water connects as it overlaps looks like it's noticeable. So we might want to do something with that. It doesn't look like a continuous flow. It looks like it's been stitched together. Oh, it has to be flipped. Okay, so each time it's added, it has to be flipped. Okay, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, okay, so that should fix that. Man, you just keep throwing curveballs at me, dude.
Are you talking to Chris?
Yeah. Okay, okay, so let's take, I think the change that we just made with the water's depth will fix this so this looks correct. And I'm surprised that the correct bushes didn't show up. So maybe I selected the wrong one on the object. Let's see. Object. B3. Let's see what this is. Those are the far ones. B2. So B2, I selected Sprite B2. That's good. B2 should be... Background 6 is the sun. Trees and bushes did not. Did not replace as we expected. Like, I don't see anything that should have caused that to be off, is the weird thing. Oh. So I think I know what has happened there, Chris. That whole section is so long that I'm pretty sure that it was just in the process of finishing up and just had not finished yet. Which is another good reason why we should break that up into smaller sections. So that, I mean, that sprite is like 3,000 pixels long. So I'm pretty sure what probably happened is we transitioned right after it stitched a new set of that same sprite onto the last, sprite that was there. So it went long sprite of buildings, long sprite of buildings. Right after I stitched the long sprite of buildings on, I need to stitch on this set of bushes. So maybe that's okay, maybe not. Maybe we should work on breaking it down into smaller pieces. I don't know what would be the easy solution or the best solution, but yeah, I don't know. We can figure that out. Because there's literally nothing wrong that I see here that would say, oh yeah, that's obvious, that's an easy fix. It's mainly, that's the only logical thing at this point based on what I see. Definitely doable. Okay. What was the other piece? Okay. So we got the buildings probably going to sit correctly now, and what's the other piece? Flipping the water back and forth is going to be tough. Okay, so D0 is the water. So let's go look at this script right here. This is probably where we would do it at. Alright, so Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to extend this script so that if it is the water, it looks for that variable. Otherwise, it won't try to set the variable if it doesn't exist. So let me make a note here, my parameters that I'm passing in. Okay, so I'm going to set the image X scale to -1. That should flip it. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have to change the X position. So we'll do this here. All right, almost got this. Spacing in GameMaker kind of sucks because it doesn't do it the way you would expect it to always. Alright, just trying to keep 4 spaces per tab. X position, we're going to do one more thing here. If R2 modulus 2 is equal to 0, this would basically be every other one. Then these items change. Else it'll probably still be a little bit different, right? X position equals arg0.x. Huh?
And I read that it's pretty common to extract things.
Yeah, that makes sense. arg0.x plus sprite get width. No. What's arg0? Well, we're getting to get the width of background D0, sprite background E0. So that would be the normal position for it. And then we are going to probably have to double it. I'm trying to think, because when we flip it, the X position, if we just flip it and we put the X position to where it is, actually this would be incorrect if I do it this way. So it needs to be after. If arg1 is equal to object background D0, and then we'll copy this information, drop it, put it down here, just remove this guy, dealing with the water, and this would be arg0 because we have to reference what we just created. And we copied background 0A. We copied arg0 to background 0A. arg0 is now our new instance, and I think we say arg0.x equals arg0.x plus sprite width because we just flipped it. I think that would probably be good enough. Alright, so let's add a counter to this object. And pass that in. Since we just created it here, we can say we're starting at the next guy starts okay, I gotta move this guy, this counter out to the controller. I'm just going to drop it right here. Water counter. And we'll call this arg0 should be controller. Object controller background. Good. arg0.water counter. And then we go ahead and increment arg0.water counter right here. Drop in water counter right here and then increment it once we create it here. So now the problem is I'm not passing in a reference to background level 2 controller in here, so I probably need to do that as well. So here we go. We're going to pass in arg0 here, right? So now argument 3, object controller background level 2, and we're going to say arg3 dot water counter plus plus.
She's like breathing real heavy through her nose.
That's how she does a lot.
Daddy.
You could do a nose thing.
What?
You could do your nose thing.
You wanna watch her for a second while I go get it?
Yeah, sure. Give me a sec. Okay, guys, give me just a moment. I'll be right back, taking a brief break. Okay guys, I'm back. Thanks for sticking around, and thanks for your patience here. So, alright. I just added this counter to increment the object controller background level 2 water counter, and my goal was to see if the water counter was modulus 2 and equal to 0. If modulus 2 was equal to 0, that would be every other one. And let me think about this piece for a second. I'll just leave it at that. Let's see what we get here. I've flipped the X scale. I've added a whole sprite's length of the water to this, and we'll just see how this goes. Got to play through the level, unfortunately, first, just to test this. Got a bug here, expects 4 arguments. I think I see what the problem is. Passed in 4. I think I did it right, folks. I see that bug again. Background step line 33. Generator expects 4 arguments for the water. Oh, 5 provided. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't need it on the first one. Starts at 0, 1. Third one should get the first update, so let's just see how this goes.
Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go!
buildings are sitting on top now, that's fine. Yeah, see, that happens at a weird time. So now the water is flipped way off, I think. Or the X position wasn't 100% correct. Let me just go look at, I've done this work before in one other place, and I gotta just find that real quick. Background level 1, step event. Yeah, that's literally what I wrote. Image X scale -1, X plus width. So I got the width of itself and added it to it. Only other thing I can think of that would be wrong here is the counter that's passed in. Does the X position need a different X position? I don't think so. I think I am just allowed to use this X position with no problem.
But you were right to say yesterday how when we walked through that history thing, that was funny. I feel like your brain wizard or like head of those things.
Alright. I think I could just go off the water counter here. And would only have to pass in argument 2. Argument 2 would be the background objects. Argument 2.water counter. Modulus 2 is equal to 0. What was the output. Water counter passed in 1 and 2. So that looks fairly correct to me.
Mission 2, Freeway Frenzy, go!
I wonder if I...
Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go! Mission complete. Congratulations.
Just try this.
Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go! Skycurser. Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go! Mission 2. Freeway Frenzy. Go!
Okay guys, I think that'll probably be it for me for today's stream. I've been working for a little over 3 hours, and so I'm still working on the background for level 2, specifically for the ship, for the bridge transition and the water, and flipping the water at the appropriate time. So I think I will just pick up tomorrow, probably where I've left off today, and let you guys see where I'm at, and we can work through it together from there. So, alright, thanks guys. I will talk to you guys next time.